I don't realize that the body is important. I despise the body. But subsequently I realized the universal soul, the God lies within. So I started preserving the body. Then he goes on to say, I found the various methods by which I can preserve my body, and with that knowledge, I started preserving my body so that the mind and life are clear. One who destroys his body destroys the life energy. It is not achieved with perfect wisdom. I realized the will to preserve the body and preserve the body to preserve the life energy. Yesterday I mentioned this, right? This is the key. This is the key where your body and mind can get affected. The Ashtaragas, the 8 passions which can affect your personal, physical, mental, social well-being. What are they? Lust, kama, hatred. Moment you think of somebody, you start hating them for some reason, knowingly or unknowingly. That can, moment you think of them, your BP goes up. Right? So that is where the hatred can affect you to a large extent. Misery is very important. Wherever you need to spend, wherever you need to contribute, you should contribute. If you are not a contributor, then if you become a miser, then your life becomes miserable. Right? Then moham, that's an intense or a strong desire for whatever it is, good or bad, the physical or the other things. You continue to think that we have to achieve this somehow. That's a desire. If the desire comes, you don't think of anything else. The right and wrong goes out of your mind, and therefore you take all efforts to become distressed, right? Then that's a problem. Then the pride, the ego, the feeling of respect towards oneself, self-esteem. Yes, human beings need to have a self-esteem. There's no doubt. A self-respect is something which is very, very important, but that it should not cross the level. The moment it crosses the level and start thinking, I am the all and end all, then that is the end of him. Right? Then Macharyam is the internal conflicts, always dual mind, dual personality, the internal conflicts. Then mockery and ego. These are the 8 passions that are responsible for the affection of the body and the mind. In Siddha, you'll be very surprised that a lot of diseases of physical nature are attributed or named as a disease caused by the mind. For example, there's a type of fever which is said as a Bayachuran. Fever due to fright, fever due to desire, fever due to lust, kamasuram, excess anger. These are all features of excess pitta. So this excess pitta, whatever this excess pitta leads to fever. This excess pitta does not just come from eating hot food, spicy food, pungent food, but can also come from the hatred, anger, lust. All those things can also increase your pitta, right? Apart from the mental illness like the depression, schizophrenia, mood disorders, obsessive psychoneurosis, there are a lot of psychosomatic disorders that are caused due to the ill-balanced body and mind. So again, when the cause is both body and mind, when emotions can contribute to disease, the treatment approach, the healing approach can also not stop a drug. It's just not the drug which can. So that is why we say we need to have a holistic approach of everything. His food, his lifestyle, everything has to be taken into account. His environmental reasons, his mental status, everything has to be taken into account. That the long list of the 10 was given as the Kala and all those things, right? There's one more Tamil literature which I want to quote. Many of you might have heard about Thirunarayanan, which kind of is a Tamil Sangam literature. When I talk about Sangam literature, these literatures are 3,000 years old. When I talk about Sangam, what does Sangam mean? Sangha. Sangha is a place where a congregation of people with knowledge, and it's like a conference or a meeting, where or knowledgeable people come together, exchange their views, share their thoughts, and write them as a document. So that's those kind of literature is called as the Sangam literature. In one of the Sangam literature of Thirukkural, which is written by Thiruvallur, which has got 1330 couplets. Couplets is 2 lines, right? Mananalam Manuir Akum, which means mental health is the root source for a better world and better life. Here, he does not talk about a better health. He talks about a better world. That means he understands the social component of it also. He does not talk with the individual's health, he talks about the social health in this. So it's really stunning that he talks about the mental health, because mental health is gaining popularity or importance in our country at least. In the mental health, focus towards mental health is a recent phenomena, maybe 2-3 decades. Before that it was an ignored area. Even today we don't have good number of psychiatrists to treat the number of patients we have in this country. That's the reality. Okay. There are 3 aids of healing. I know. There are 3 aids of healing. They are money, mantra, and aushadha. Money is the beads. The beads, it could be of tulsi roots, it could be of the mercurial amalgams, it could be of rudraksha. This is the way of treatment in Siddha. Mercurial beads and other beads. Then the mantra, recitation of words, maintaining a particular posture or rhythm. Maintaining a particular posture or rhythm. You simply cannot chant mantra in whatever pose you want to. Right? You have to sit erect, that's the posture, Padmasana maybe. You have to sit in that posture and chant mantra. You cannot lie in a bed and chant mantra. Right? So that's about mantra. Then aushadha. When we talk about aushadha, it's not just medicine. It's about food and medicine. If the food is around you, your medicine cannot be elsewhere. That's the basic principles understanding of Siddha. And majority of the material which are used as spice ingredients or culinary herbs in Siddha also have a health benefit which is now being proven after extensive elaboration. Okay, so this is again what Tirumala says, if the mind is perfect, there is no need to chant a mantra. If mind is perfect, there is no need to control the sense organs. If mind is perfect, no need to practice pranayama. If mind is perfect, human life is perfect. This is the relationship between the body and the mind according to Siddhas. But is it relevant? Is that possible? That's where we say, in current day scenario, human life is not perfect. Therefore, one needs to chant mantra, control the senses, practice pranayama. Though Tirumala has said you need not have to do that, he is saying that only for a person who has got a perfect mind. Unfortunately, we human beings do not have a perfect mind, so we need to do all these things. Purity in thought, in action, postures, respect and practice of healing is indispensable part of Siddha medicine. Maintaining good health or falling prey to disease is one's choice of food and lifestyle. It is who we can control. We can decide whether we want to have a healthy living or a disease based on what we eat, what lifestyle we follow. For this they are given the Ashtanga Yoga, the 8 tools, and this Ashtanga Yoga also finds a place in Tirumala's Tirumandiram, which is very extensive. This Ashtanga Yoga generally, you might have heard about this, the purity of thought, the ethical moral codes, respect for self, body postures, that is Yogasana. Now yoga is linked only with asanas. It's not so. There are 8 layers of it. That the breath control, the withdrawal of the senses, harmony with the emotions, concentration, contemplation and meditation. His Holiness explained very clearly yesterday. It should be the analytical contemplation and meditation. It cannot simply be a meditation. Right? And the goal of yoga, the enlightenment. And to conclude, where else I can go than Buddha? To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.